So, just finished getting my Outcast tuned and ready. And now I'm going to take out the orange felony. I just got the GPS mounted in here. This is if Arrma was going to build it, felony on 8S. So, the tires are still good, probably for maybe one more set of batteries, drifting and that kind of stuff, but I want to get some speed runs with it. And these tires are just going to vibrate like crazy because they're almost bald. The front are decent, but I did raise up my ride height. So I'm going to get the tires swapped out and we'll save these for another bash day. But I need to put on some tires so that I can do some rips. But we're going to do some rips. First, I'm going to get a speed pass with it just to see where the system is and how my gearing is. Because we are 1-to-1, 34-34. I want to make sure temperatures are okay, everything's okay. So I got a brand new set of white Hoons, and hopefully these don't come off the bead. I know RC Guy Garage had some tire issues when ordering his Hoons. And I had a couple sets the same way. But I'm going to just get these swapped out. Definitely make sure your direction is correct on the wheels. There is an arrow. I just don't want to take a chance and have a tire blow out. These tires, the white ones, just don't last long. I suggest getting silvers. And this is a brand new felony. I ran once stock just because I never really ran my other one stock. It went right to twin motor. And I want to have something that is not so violent. That twin motor setup is really violent. It's fun, but it's a violent system. It's not like you can speed run it. You can try, but it doesn't work that well. So I've got a brand new set of white fronts. And throw them in these bags just to preserve them. And these will be a basher set of rears. And I know these are good for one time now. So we're going to go ahead and get this off. These fronts are okay. They're not like excellent. Make sure that my arrows match up since the car is on its side. Make sure you stick the nut down where the serrated side will bite into the rim. We will have to break these in because they are brand new. So don't think you're going to go out and on these tires and make straight away a speed rip. They have a release agent. Oh, batteries are done. We're almost ready to go. This is pretty much a new build. I've got all the Basher Queen stuff on it. So her stuff has been working really well on my speed cars and everything else I've been putting it on. I've been thinking about getting her stuff for some bashers. I'm just not sure. Let me know down in the comments. So there we go. And that's how I tighten them up. I don't put a hand wrench on it. Basically 2 clicks with my small impact gun. And yes, that's my small one. Alright, throwing in the brand new Gens Ace 8500 50C. Not a lot of C rating, but a lot of run time. They are basher packs, but since they're brand new, I'm going to put them in a speed car and see how they do. Alright, before I make a speed rip, because I don't trust the little cat pack, I'm installing Phil Jolly's 6S cat pack. Just to protect this ESC. I don't want to blow it out, so I'm going to do everything I can to protect it. I am going a little higher on the wires than I like to. All I'm doing is tapping in, I want to say about 2 inches from the ESC. Normally I would go at the base here, but with this cat pack and everything wired down here and the length of my wires, I just, in order to mount it, I need to go a little higher, which is, you know, going to give a little lag or delay, but I'm hoping with this small cat pack on here, these cat packs, plus Phil's 6S cat pack, even though I'm running it on 8S, I have run his 6S cat packs on 8S before, so that's what we're gonna do. So I've got this wire rigged up. All I do is take off the coating, I poke a hole through the center, and then I solder everything together, just so I'm not cutting and splicing. So now that that one's on, yeah, that's good. So what I do is I throw the wire in there. Once the wire's in there, I'm going to pinch everything together. Nice and tight. Just like that. It's just an easy way of doing it. And then you're not cutting the wire, so you're guaranteed to have good contact, at least between your feed wire, even if you have a bad contact with your cat pack, because it's only spliced in, you're not cutting the wires. That's it, simple as that. Grab some tape, grab some zip ties, and we're going to get this thing taped up. So just some electrical tape. So just tape around your solder joints, and then to ensure that the tape doesn't come off, throw a zip tie around it. Something I learned working for a Ford dealership doing aftermarket alarm systems on factory cars is that the engineers wanted us to throw a zip tie around every joint that was taped, just to ensure that the tape would last for years. So just like that. Try to go right over that joint. Now that I've got that on, that's going to run over there. We're going to zip tie that cap pack right there. 2 longer zip ties. Everybody should know a Ripple Killer cat pack by now. I've been talking about them for years. I've had pretty good luck with these Ripple Killers, so I'm not sure if I should test any other cat pack out there, but you never know. And once you try everything, it's pretty hard to talk about one product. I have run Kill Mode's cat pack on some builds I did for some friends. Almost said customers, but they're not customers because I don't build cars for people. But there we go. 6S cat pack installed. I feel much better. I'm going to get the other battery put in, and then we're going to do some testing, and then get out and do some speed ripping. Be right back. All right, so I've got my 8S felony out here. We're gonna make sure that everything's working before I take it out for the speed rip. Got the batteries in. One thing I do suggest is these systems give you this little jumper in case you want to run it on 4S or 3S instead of 6S or 8S. Zip tie it on so that you always have it with the RC. That way you're not losing it when you have it unplugged, not putting it in your pocket, not forgetting it, that kind of stuff. We do have the Ripple Killer Cat Pack installed now, and this is a factory system out of the 8S Outcast. So I just want to make sure everything's working before I head out and rip it. We do have new tires on it. We do have the Basher Queen's carbon fiber on it. So I'm going to give it a little test rip. I do have my SkyRC GPS over here. I also have another GPS in the back, just so we can get double results. And yeah, so we're going to run it up and down, unplug the batteries, and go out and rip it. Setting the steering trim. So I don't have much brake. That's all the brake I have, which we're gonna up this brake rate. I do have some cogging. Definitely need some brake. So we're gonna get it over here and plug in our smart system. Thought I grabbed the smart one. Let's try it again. Third time's a charm. Hard doing this with a GoPro on your head, trying to face it down so you guys can see. Turn it on. There we go. Did select connecting software. So mode, here's our running mode. That one's fine. Motor rotation's fine. Cutoff voltage is fine. BEC voltage is fine. Max brake. See, it's only at 30 something percent. That's not enough. So we're gonna bring that up to, let's do 62%. That's doubling the brake voltage I had. Save. Data's. Why did it say that? Rotation, cutoff, BEC voltage, Mac brake. It is 62%, so it did save. Max reverse, that's all we need for 25%. Punch is at 3. It is a speed rip, so we're gonna keep that at 3. See how powerful that thing is. Get you guys tilted up. Check our reverse. Reverse is plenty. Still got to go up on the brake. Yep, we need more brake. Definitely need more brake. Connecting. Get over to brake. Hit select. Let's go to 100%. Save. It keeps saying saved data failed. And I don't know why. Save. There we go. Didn't say failed that time. Turn it off. God, that's all brake. Let me turn this brake rate up now. Well, I have some brakes now. Now there's a car coming. Doesn't slow down very fast, but that's enough to stop it, so we should be good. Very powerful system. So there we go. We're going to get it loaded up and head on out. So we'll be right back. All right. So I've got the GPS in the back started. I've got 12 satellites. We're going to go ahead and start this GPS. It's tracking. We're going to go ahead and get this thing powered up. You can hear the back beeping. So this is all factory except for the cat pack that I added just to be safe. So we're going to go ahead and get this body on. Hopefully this thing doesn't flip backwards, but we'll find out here shortly. Hopefully it's low enough in the front. I do have a rake set up, but I did tighten up the front springs just to keep the splitter from scraping the ground during braking. But I want to see with 1-to-1 gearing in this 1250 motor how this thing will do. So let's get to rip it. So I do have some steering trim, which is trim, but steering rate, which is the AVC, I got turned all the way down. Throttle trim. We're at 100% on the controller, and I guess we're going to go ahead and send it. The wing is set up on full downward pressure, which is not something I really like because that could lift the front end. I don't know if I'm going to cut that wing out or not, but we're not going to go very far because I am on the DX3, so we'll go as far as we possibly can. Try to give it a rip. This is supposed to have better range. All right, I'm straightened up. We clear? I think she said yeah. Sounded like it cut out. As soon as I hit full throttle, it cut out. Yeah, it cut out. And that's the problem with Hobby Wing. Apparently I didn't pull it slow enough and it cut trigger. So we'll see what that speed is. So we're going to hit stop, read. So 100 miles an hour even. And it went ahead and cut out. So I'm going to cycle this thing on and off. So I'm going to hit track, start. We're tracking again. And I'm going to try to pull it slower this time so it doesn't cut out. It's seeing too big of a load. I might need a bigger C rating. Let's see. Where's this power button? See the motor temp. Power it back on. Get this thing latched in there. And we'll try it again. This time I'll pull it slower. Apparently I pulled it too fast and it didn't like the load drop, even with the cat packs. Don't need to go as far. This thing turns so sharp. We good? I think she said okay. I pulled so slow I went over the hill. And I can't see it. I didn't really, normally by the time I'm full trigger, but I pulled slower and that time I never even hit full trigger. Trying to pull slow. I think I see it. I can't see it. Oh, I see it now. It's funny, right here is where I really need to be. For speed runs. I heard it cut out. It's literally cutting out. Oh. Might be doing temperature cut. I imagine that's somewhere around 100 as well. I would imagine, but we'll go ahead and take a look. So stop, read, so 101 miles an hour on those pulls. And we do have, and I think this is what RC Guy Garage was faced with. when he was doing his speed rips with his felony, he was cutting out, and he's cutting out because he's pulling the trigger just a little fast. And these ESCs don't like that, especially with 50C batteries. So I want to check the temperature of the ESC in the motor to see if it's cutting out for temp. So we're going to look at this GPS. Stop, end ride, yes. 99.3. is what the GPS on board said. So motor looks like it's 130, 133 I saw, and the ESC is 108, 110. Wires are a little toasty, especially the wires going into these batteries. So we're going to give it a second to cool down. Yeah, 110, 120. $112, $113. So I'm seeing as high as 120 on this factory ESC. Gears. But yeah. So motor 130 and ESC, but we didn't pop anything, which is a good thing. Drive shafts are all working, but I think it's a really good 100-mile-an-hour practice test system with a factory system, which I think is really good. So would this be the world's fastest ready to run at 100 miles an hour? I mean, I think that's pretty cool. So the next thing would be to test this with 100C batteries in it and see if that'll do any better. So there we go. That concludes the test for this 100-mile-an-hour system right out of the box. I think it's pretty cool. So I'm going to try probably one more test hit. I'm going to let it cool down and we'll go from there.